hiking to Skeleton Point, Grand Canyon National Park. We started the hike on the early side around 7 a.m. because of how hot it was going to be later in the day. A good portion of the beginning is actually in the shade, so that's pretty nice. And it's actually like on the cooler side. Like we'd worn like long sleeves for sun protection, and we were feeling pretty fine until later on when we got into the sun. But it felt beautiful.
Switchbacks down there. Yeah.
As you can see, you start out a bunch of switchbacks, which you know it's gonna suck going back up at the end, but you gotta descend down into the canyon to get there. Makes for part of the adventure. Take a look at the view down into the canyon. Just so beautiful out here. And here's an idea of how the path looks like. Some of it's like this. I mean, it's a little bit rocky. Nothing crazy though. Then you finally arrive at the first post. We got Ooh Point. There's a nice view from here. It's only a little of the way down, so if you didn't want to do like the whole descent into the canyon, you could stop here and turn around. But we are going down to Skeleton's Point, so we still got a lot to go. Again, it's a lot of this like clay, so it can be slippery in some areas if it but for the most part it's nothing bad. It's just a nice pathway. But once we did hit the sun over here, we're like, oh yeah, we definitely gotta take off our long sleeves / sweatshirts and continue on. But before that, believe it or not, it was on the chillier side, like not like cold, but it did feel nice. But definitely once we hit the sun, it's like, oh yeah, we feel the heat, especially as you know the morning progressed. I just couldn't help just keep looking over to the side. It's just, you know, crazy feeling to be here, especially from the East Coast. But over here, there's some bathrooms. Another point. This is where they have people stop sometimes. I think they tie the mules to those. There's bathrooms over there. But the sun, by this point, you know, it's getting pretty warm. Heading over to a cool spot we saw.
Nice gap.
Somewhere up there.
another nice area to stop, take a little break, and just soak in the views. It truly is surreal being here. It's always been a place I've wanted to go to the Grand Canyon, and to go down into it is really cool. And finally we were there, Skeleton's Point. It's marked by the sign over here.
Skeleton Point.
And you just get the awesome views. Then we started the journey back up. We hung out there for a bit first, of course, but didn't really record much there, just wanted to enjoy the views. But the way back is where the real challenge is, because obviously it's now gotten way hotter. We did underestimate probably how much water we should bring. We brought a lot, but probably could have brought a little more. So definitely be sure to bring a lot. And we saw people heading down at this time of day. We're like, oh man, that's gonna suck for them on the way up because it's already hot, and we started down early when it was cool out. So you definitely feel it. I mean, it's steep. It's not the worst, but I mean, it's definitely a tough one. So just be prepared for the way back. If you go all the way down to Skeleton's Point, you're obviously, you know, as they say, it's optional to go down. It's not optional to go back up, because you've descended a good amount of feet. So you definitely got some work to do, but you know, it's a good workout. It's a very nice trail, so the views are cool, and you can say you hiked down into the Grand Canyon, at least partially. It's crazy some people hike across the whole thing. I mean, that's a whole other journey. But this is a nice hike. You know, take a nice few hours. Nothing insane, but you know, after this we're like, oh yeah, we're definitely tired after this one. But you definitely start to feel the heat on the way up. So keep that in mind on how early you want to start. We saw the mules heading up, so that was interesting to see. It's gotta be hard work for them.
Hello. How you doing?
You guys have a good day.
Good.
Thank you.
And we continued the journey back up. Also remember, you have those switchbacks at the end, so they're kind of saving a tough part for last, so definitely be aware for that. You can take breaks. There's some shaded areas on the way up, so you can find some spots like that. But yeah, there's the switchbacks ahead, and yeah, definitely a fun hike, and I'd recommend doing it. But we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.